my name is Cheri and I'm the Children's Ministry Director here at Providence Church. This is just a short video to bring you up to speed on what you missed at our most recent volunteer training this past August. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helps. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to Polly, Tim, or myself. So let's start. Our mission here at Providence Church is to glorify God by making, growing, and unleashing disciples of Christ. In children's ministry, we believe that our part is the making. So our specific mission, what we want to do and accomplish each Sunday, is to give kids a solid foundation of biblical truth that will root them in the faith so they will become followers of Jesus. Our mission slogan is rooted in the faith, as you can see on our shirts, our brand new shirts that you're going to get this year. If you have not already gotten one of your shirts, please stop by and see one of us because we're changing our colors, we're brightening it up, and so you can see that we do still have our rooted in the faith right there on the front. We are excited about accomplishing this mission. We believe that from Creation Station all the way through FX, which is our ministry to 5th and 6th grade, we are each laying a foundation on what the other ministry has already built. It's a beautiful thing. It works really well together. And we love to see 6th graders who are grounded and just really understand the Bible story, the big picture story of how Jesus is a part of everything from Genesis all the way to Revelation. Okay. Let's talk about emergency procedures and protocols. None of this, by the way, is really fun stuff to talk about, but it's all very necessary, especially if you're one of our brand new volunteers. This is important information for you to know. So in each of our rooms, we have evacuation cards. So if you will look on the walls, it's posted in a place that is very visible so you can see it. All it does is give you the quickest route out of the room that you're currently serving in. If you're on Creation Station, you might have a door in your room at the back. And if that's true, you can go out that door, through the playground, and out and meet at the back. If you don't have a door in your room, you can come out to the hallway and either come out right here at this entrance by the check-in station at Creation Station, or you might be in stop 6 or 7 and need to come out the back way. If you're in Discovery Street, you also have the same evacuation maps, only it's got your side of the hallway, and you'll either exit through the dock door or out the back door. So just look for these cards. They're hanging in a very visible location. Understand that if something were to happen, the most important thing that we need to relay to you all is that you cannot check kids out to parents until we get there. On the way out the door, one of our volunteers will need to grab a roster. And that lets us do a head count of all the kids that have checked into us from their parents at the beginning of the hour. And then we will do a head count with all the kids that are in line outside wherever we have evacuated to. And we will keep them all together until we get the all clear. And at that point, we will still require parents to check out the same way they always have by giving us their tag, making sure the tag matches the child, and then we can then release them. So all volunteers need to make sure do not check the parents out until you get the all clear from either Tim, Marcia, Polly, or myself. Okay. Also, as far as CPR goes, we do have a training coming up this fall at some point, but until then, in each room, we also have signs posted in a very visible place that give you step-by-step instructions if it were needed and something happened where you needed to know how to perform CPR either on a child or on an infant. So if you need to, they're magnetized, you can just grab them off and use that card and go step by step. Okay, our child protection policy, we do have another video coming that is called Safe Kids. It's a full training video that you'll be able to watch. It will take you through all the different signs of abuse that you need to be watching for. Most of it is common sense, but some of it is just things that are always good to review. I want to review just a couple things here with you today that are very important. They'll be on the video, but since the video has not come out yet, it's important to review them. Our bathroom policy is that if at all possible, do not go in the bathroom with the child and close the door unless you're in Creation Station and the child needs help going to the bathroom. Even in that case, if there's any way you can stand in the doorway with the door open or the halfway door out into the Creation Station hallway, that would be great. On Discovery Street, it's the same thing. When you take them, our bathroom policy on Discovery Street, since there's 2 entrances and exits to either side of the boys and girls bathroom, we always ask you to take the atrium entrance and then stand in the doorway and make sure that the other door is not open, no one's in that bathroom, or the kid doesn't leave the other way. So just make sure you're visible. It's called being above reproach, and just making sure that you have that doorway open in the atrium so that no one thinks you're in there alone with a child. Also make sure that only the same gender as the child takes that child to the bathroom. Okay, our 3 key goals in children's ministry every single week. Some of you might be overwhelmed thinking, what in the world can I accomplish? I don't know the Bible like I should. I'm not necessarily an expert at this. None of us are. So take heart with that. Here are 3 simple goals that if you can each week accomplish these goals, it will be a great success. Number 1, learn their names. It is very valuable to a child when they are called by their name. It sends a message that they are important and that we remember who they are. It is really, really important. Number 2, speak a word of affirmation over them. It can be as simple as, I'm so glad to see you today. I missed you last week. How are you doing? Especially if you remember something about them. If they had a new dress, or if they started a new school or a new preschool and you ask them how that went, that really means a lot to them. And 3rd, appropriate physical touch. High five, fist bump, side hug. Any of those things are really great to a child because they love physical touch. They love being hugged. They love high fives and being seen. So those 3 things: know their name, word of affirmation, and appropriate physical touch. Okay, speaking of physical touch, make sure that if you are in Discovery Store or above, we no longer have kids sitting in our laps. 5 years old and down, that's still okay. If that helps a child stay calm, listen to the story, or if they're upset because their parent left, that helps them stay calm as well, totally fine. They can sit in the lap. When they get older than that, though, we probably don't want to do that anymore. Okay, the only other thing that I need to go over is behavior management. So the way that we operate in both hallways is that we have a coach. So we kind of do a 3 strikes and you're out policy. If a child misbehaves, we start always with a warning. Warning them, please don't make that mistake again or do that behavior again, or I will have to take action. Strike number 1 is that you will have a timeout in the room. Strike number 2 is you will actually, as the leader, take the child out of the room and have a one-on-one conversation. When you bring them back in, if that still doesn't work, then strike 3 is that you go get the coach and the coach will contact the parents. Now, many times this system never has to be fully used. By the time they get to the coach, they're able to calm down and go back into the classroom and it's no big deal. But if it is a repetitive pattern of behavior and we need to involve the parents, we are more than willing to do that, and it's actually helpful. So please let us know. Our coaches are there to help you. We don't want you to have to worry about behavior every single Sunday. You're not able to do your job and teach the other kids. It's actually taking away from the learning time of the other kids if you are constantly dealing with behavior. So please let us know. We would love to help you with that. We're excited that this semester, Preschool and Creation Station is going to be doing Gospel Project again. Discovery Street, we started our brand new curriculum, Power of Prayer. We launched it last Sunday, August 11th, and we'll go through December. But we're very excited that in January 2020, and for the entire year, the whole church is going to be doing The Journey, which is where we read the Bible through all together in 1 year. And every environment, from preschool all the way to student ministry and even in the big service, we're all going to be teaching on the same topic. So if in our reading, we're reading in Genesis and Noah and the Ark is the topic for Sunday, everybody's going to hear the same story. On different levels, of course, with different depth. But it will create awesome conversations in the car on the way home when a parent has heard about Noah and the Ark on their level, and a kid has heard about Noah and the Ark on their level. And then they're able to have more conversations, and it creates an intergenerational bond where they're all learning together. So that's the year 2020. We're excited about that. You're going to hear a whole lot more about that in the big service and on all of our social media platforms coming up soon. Okay. The primary point of what we do is to come alongside parents. We believe that they are the disciple makers. They're with kids way more than we ever are or can be. But that does not mean that our job on Sunday mornings is not important. Many kids come to us after having dealt with situations throughout the week that are stressful, that make them anxious and nervous, whether it is living in separate homes from their parents who are divorced, whether it's a big move and they don't know somebody, a brand new school. Kids have a lot of things these days that give them anxiety, and we can be a great source of comfort and trust when they come in and they see our smiling faces, welcoming them in, helping them have a great time and learning something great about Jesus through the Bible. We're just very excited that you're on board with us and what we're going to accomplish together this fall. Don't forget to stop by and grab your t-shirts if you haven't already done that. And if you have any questions, you can let us know. Send us an email. So thank you so much for watching all the way through this, and have a great day.